go. Woo-hoo. Hello, those watching the replay. Hi, that is my dog. I'm just going to share this video. I'm starting it on my business page, Diana Marchand. So welcome if you're watching me from there. And if you are a woman over 40 and you are not yet part of my Facebook community, Women Creating Healthy Lives, come and join us there. 2,700 women, and that is where I do my free trainings about like living healthy. So it's basically what to eat, what's going on in your body, what things, the mindset, right? Because we can have all the recipes, we can have the desire, we can want change, we can want to lose the weight, but then we go on this up and down, all or nothing. I can't do it. All these excuses come in, the sabotage, the emotional eating, all of those things, right? So I help women through that. I'm a healthy eating, living, and mindset coach for women over 40 because it is really time for you to get back and live in your power and live a life where you're really feeling better, feeling amazing, spending time for you, like really valuing yourself, really knowing you now during this phase of life, right? Because that's really what it is. This is a new phase of life, no matter if we want to face it or not, right? So it's not easy to say, oh my God, I'm getting older. This is midlife. Right? It's not easy for us to face those things. It's not easy to think about. Sometimes you want to just sweep it under the rug and pretend it isn't happening. And believe me, I don't like using the word aging at all. I think we're just living. We are continuing living. Let's not call it aging. Let's talk about living, right? And I know sometimes people, well, you can live your best life. This can be the best time of your life. And, you know, I mean, of course, we can think about it like that, and I believe it can be. But really what we're faced with, sorry, I'm trying to find a filter or a border. What we're faced is really, you know, going, okay, I have a choice now. I can have a choice on how I choose to live. I get to choose, right? Like oh my God, look at these filters. Like, can they not have a normal filter so that we can actually like have a really cool filter? Instead of this type of crap. Who wants to do a video looking like this? Like, I don't even know what that one is. I'm trying to find like a nice filter. And then they fill it with this stupid stuff. Sorry, guys. Oh, now I'm right out of it. But I'm just going to share this video to Women Creating. Right, if you are not yet a member of Women Creating Healthy Lives, my free Facebook community for women over 40, come and join us there. That's where I post recipes, recipe videos, inspiration. I talk all about the programs I hold, things like that. Anyways, it's an amazing group. I'm just sharing. When enough is enough, that's our topic tonight. And truly, you know, what that kind of means is what I want, my message I want to spread to women is enough, you guys. Like, it's really time, that's even brighter, right? For us to say yes to life, to really go, okay, I get to choose now. I'm getting hot since I do a video. It's freaking cold outside. Who's cold? Like, oh my God. Like, cold and damp here on the West Coast. I don't know where you are from. When you gotta get on, say hello. You know, I just believe that this time of phase of life is really it's like, it's a time for us to change. My necklaces, good God. It's a time for us to change. It's a time to say, look, we now need time for us, right? Like, women need time for themselves. They need to decide now. I get to choose. I get to decide that I am choosing to live my life now. I don't know why it's doing this. In a healthy way. I get to choose now how I spend more time. I want to spend more time doing things that fulfill me, things that I love to do, things that I believe I'm meant to do in this world. And I want to explore myself. Who am I now? Who am I becoming? Who do I hope to become in the future? And I don't mean you're not good the way you are. What I mean is that when we are raising kids, when, you know, we're for so many years, right, women like maybe have taken on the role as the mother or the wife or whatever, full-time employee at this company, and you lose sight of yourself because, well, you haven't given yourself enough time to really explore who you are, really pursue things you love and change your life completely, right? Because we seem to feel caught in a certain aspect. We are caught sometimes in believing we need to act a certain way, behave a certain way, talk a certain way, believe certain things because of our label, wife, mother, whatever. Now, a woman of 50, a woman who's over 50, a woman who's over 40, right? All these labels and expectations from society, from our family is a big one too. Family and friends, they don't like you to change. They want you to stay the same. So when you have this inside of you and you're like, you know what? I just feel like I'm not living a life that's really true to the type of life I want to live. I feel like I want to make some changes, and you can be caught in a time when you're like, my life seems so great on the outside, right? You could be married to a wonderful man or woman, whatever. You could have a beautiful home. You could have a beautiful car. You could have a great job. But yet inside you feel like something's missing. Something doesn't feel right? And maybe you're going through that phase where you're gaining a lot of weight. You don't recognize your body anymore. What used to work doesn't work. You're caught up in this, oh my God, I don't know what to do about this body. My clothes are getting tighter and tighter. I don't like the way my skin is aging. My hair is aging. Everything's changing, right? Oh, low battery, great. Let me get my cord. I should notice that. Where's the light? Now it's not even turning light for me. There we go. And so it's a complicated time. And I think a lot of women in midlife, we don't like to talk about it because a lot of women think that it's just them that's going through it. And I want to tell you, it's not just you that's going through this. This is not just you that's going through it. And I want you to recognize that it's a very important time. And it's a time that you do get to stand up and finally say, I am going to take more time for me. And I'm going to start choosing how I desire to create my life, how I want to feel, how I want to look, what I want to do, who I want to be with, what types of, maybe I want to change jobs. Maybe I want to do something different. Maybe I want to go full part-time. Maybe I want to simplify my life. Maybe I want to sell everything I have. Maybe I want to go off to Bali for 9 months like I did. Maybe you don't, right? Maybe you just want to simplify and get rid of some things and go and live in a smaller place, right? Sometimes we think we get caught up that we have to stay in the same situation because we're too old to change. We're comfortable. We have friends, we have this house, we have everything. We need to continue to pay for our mortgage. We need to continue to do this. That's all what society puts on us. And what I want you to do is go deep within and go is that what's right for me now? Is that making me happy? And I know things shouldn't make us happy, and that's the thing. If you're at a point where you're I just don't feel happy. I don't feel fulfilled. I don't feel excited about my life. I feel like something's missing. Then I really want you to know that something is missing inside of you. That's a message. That's your body, that's your soul, that's your heart talking to you and saying, you need to change some things because the way it's going now, it's just not bringing me joy, right? It's not bringing me joy. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It doesn't mean that I feel, you can feel guilt and shame because you don't feel happy in your life. Because on the outside, your life looks amazing. And you're wondering, oh my God, if I tell anybody I'm not happy, they're going to think I'm crazy. They're going to think there's something wrong with me, right? No, we got to stop thinking like that. If there's a part of you that's something needs to change, you know it, you feel it, and then you keep repressing it and pushing it down, that's going to come up for you somehow. And I think that's why some people get illnesses, disease, get fired from their job, right? When you secretly wish, I hate this job, I don't want to come to this job anymore. Then all of a sudden something happens, you get sick, or something happens that there you go, now you lost your job, right? So the universe sometimes will make things happen if it knows this is a desire of yours, but you haven't been taking action, right? So what haven't you been taking action with in your life? What haven't you listened to that your soul, that your symptoms of your body are telling you, are talking to you loud and clear, right? Because symptoms are ways of our body talking. That's all it can do. Emotions, feelings, you know, if you're waking up and you're feeling just like, a dread, overwhelmed, stress, all of that, what is that telling you? What's the message in that, right? What do you say to yourself, right? I just need a break. I can't take this anymore. I can't handle it anymore. This is too much. I wish things would change, right? And we think that people, that's just normal to live that way every day, which is really sad. It is, but it should not be normal. I'm just drinking my lemon water. And what I find happens with this is when you feel a little stuck in your life and like, I can't make changes, or like guilt and shame because you desire change, but you're like, my life seems so perfect. I shouldn't desire change. That's wrong. That's selfish, right? This takes a toll on your soul and your heart. And that's when the emotional eating happens. That's when the sabotage happens. That's when we say, screw it. I deserve a bottle of wine tonight. I deserve 5 cookies tonight, whatever, right? I'm bored. I'm unfulfilled. I'm not happy. Your only little bit of joy and happiness is having that treat, right? Right? And then we wonder, why can't I lose weight? I just want to lose weight. I'm just somebody who can never stick with it. I emotionally eat. I eat when I'm stressed. That's just the way it is, right? Stories and excuses that you're telling yourself. For some reason, my throat's really dry. Oh. That's really bad today. What are the stories and excuses and things you're telling yourself? And what do you really feel needs to be changed within you and around you? And what about your life, right? So I'm just encouraging women to just take time. You can keep yourself super busy doing to avoid feeling some of those feelings that you've been repressing and pushing down, to avoid doing some of the things you're like, I really need to change this. I really need to do this. So sometimes when I have a new program, which I will have I am having a new 21-day program starting. Sometimes people say, well, I'm just too busy now. It's just not a good time. Well, you can keep yourself busy so that you can say, it's just not a right time. I don't have time, right? So you have that excuse. As long as you have that excuse, you don't have to actually take the action to make the change. So you will actually hold on to the excuse. You will actually hold on to it. This can happen with injuries, with a whole bunch of things. You can hold on to that illness, to that disease, to that injury, to that state of feeling, mind stressed, overwhelmed, whatever, so that you get to or not have to do something. So with emotional eating and stuff, it's like, well, if you keep this emotional cycle going in this stressed way, you get to have that as an excuse so that you can eat those things, drink that stuff, take a break, go watch Netflix for hours, scroll through Facebook with your wine, eat those cookies, eat that pizza, whatever, because you have that excuse. It's because I'm stressed, because my life is like this. Thinking and believing, someday I'm going to change it. But someday I'm going to change it. Someday I'm going to have time. Someday I'm going to be ready. Someday my schedule will be cleared. Someday I'm going to do this. I know I will. But right now I can't because. Right? Especially for taking time. Women for taking care of themselves and taking time for themselves. That is one of the worst things, right? I don't have enough money. I just can't. So-and-so relies on me. There's just no way. I have to do this. I have to work all those hours. I don't like shopping. I don't like cooking. I don't like doing this. All these things that we've built up, these excuses and stories that over the years, because when one isn't real, right? When we realize, ooh, I can't use that excuse or story anymore, we will build another one. You will build another story and excuse so that you still don't have to accomplish something. Right? And that's when, I know it when women say, oh my God, I've gained like 20, 30 pounds and I can't lose it. Well, even at one time you gained 5 pounds. At one time you gained 10 pounds. You kept gaining weight. Why didn't you catch it back then? Because it was the avoidance. It was the loop of the excuses, the stories. There's just no way. Holding on to eating that way, going back to old patterns because it either made you feel safe, it made you feel secure, it made you feel good, it made you feel like this is my break. I get to have these cookies. I get to have this wine. This is my break. This is my joy, right? When your coping mechanisms are food, alcohol, binging on Netflix, or scrolling through Facebook, when that's your joy in life, you're not going to give it up. You're not going to give it up, right? And then yet you say, I have no time for myself. I have no time to do things for me. It's just impossible, right? So I just want you, that's my message tonight. Take a look at what you're saying, what you're doing, and how you're living your life. Know that also what you expect you get, right? And what you value is what you spend time on. So if you say a lot, I really waste a lot of time, then you value something in wasting that time. Whether I value time for me to do nothing, but what you're doing right now, your downtime is really wasted on the Netflix or the drinking too much wine or the having those cookies, right? Really you value, but you're not giving yourself permission to do something that's really positive for you. So you take the other route, right? So just take a look at that within your life. And my new 21-day program is starting not this Monday, the Monday, like a couple Mondays away. And that is going to be for women who have not taken many of my programs before. And we want to focus on the food, like getting the food right, getting those habits right, like really, more into healthy habits, little consistent steps towards being healthier and healthier and healthier, eating better, 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 better. You don't have to take a huge jump at once. It's about learning how do I start my morning? It's also about certain morning practices, stress reduction techniques that you can easily begin to include in your life that are going to have huge benefits. Within 1 week, you will notice no more cravings, very decreased cravings. You will notice less bloating and digestive problems. You will have more energy. Your skin will look better. Your cravings will greatly decrease. Okay, so within the first week, you will notice a lot of great changes already. And we're going to be doing the body, mind, and spirit. Okay, all of it, as that is the way health is. That is how you become better balanced. Eating foods that help to better balance your hormones, decreasing stress. You will not bring your body back into better balance unless you decrease the stress. And then we have more of the mindset, working on the mindset of all or nothing, emotional eating, stressed eating, sabotage, giving up, all of those things. Self-love, of course. And the spirit, which is just practices you can add into your day, which are super easy, that give you a time to feel connected to yourself, where you build belief, faith, and trust in you and a higher power, and really begin to feel like bring down the stress, feel more calm, feel more peace within your day, and begin to see the positive changes happen. Because you start to believe in yourself again, you start to trust yourself again, you start to see that these changes that I'm doing make a difference for me in my body. They're improving my life, improving my health. They're going to improve every aspect of your body, okay? That's the best place to start for you, for a woman who is really confused about where to start and is noticing the changes in the body and like, I don't know what to do anymore. That's going to be coming soon, so make sure you can message me too. I have one-on-one coaching. I work completely in a way that works for you. You can ask me about one-on-one coaching. I'll give you more information. And when you're one-on-one coaching with me, you get all my programs free, and you will get this new 21-day program, group program, free also. All right? And my one-on-one is very affordable, and there's payment plans. And we get a chance to talk one-on-one. And it works specifically with whatever comes up for you. All right. Much love to you guys. Take care. Take time for you. Begin to really think about your life, how you desire to truly create and design it now and in the future, because it's all possible. All right. Bye-bye.